In the heart of Korea, amidst the bustling cities and soaring skyscrapers, there exists a legacy that whispers tales of an era gone by. A legacy that's not confined to history books but lives on in the laughter and joy of children. These are the Korean traditional games. They're more than just play. They're cultural treasures. And today, we're going to talk about them, understand their history, rules, and the valuable lessons they hold. So let's embark on this journey where every game holds a universe of wisdom waiting to be discovered. Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, welcome. If you're a returning subscriber, it means you have subscribed to our journey through time and culture. Please hit the like button if you find our videos informative. Without further ado, let's dive into the world of traditional Korean games. When we think of children at play, images of innocent laughter and carefree joy come to mind. In Korea, this scene is no different. Children playing traditional games are not only a delightful sight, but also the carriers of a rich cultural heritage. But these games are more than just fun activities. They are windows into the soul of Korean society, reflecting its history, philosophy, and values. Let's start with a game that requires skill, focus, and a bit of luck, Tuho, also known as Korean archery. Despite its simplicity, Tuho is deeply rooted in Confucianism, one of Korea's dominant philosophies. At first glance, the game may seem like a straightforward test of hand-eye coordination as players throw sharp arrows aiming to land them in a narrow-necked jar. However, the true essence of Tuho lies in the underlying Confucian values it promotes. Players must cultivate self-discipline and patience to master the technique of balancing the arrow on the tip of their fingers before throwing it with precision. This concentration not only hones their motor skills, but also reflects the Confucian emphasis on self-restraint and mental fortitude. The primary objective of Tuho, placing all 6 arrows inside the jar, symbolizes the Confucian ideal of social harmony. This mirrors the ancient Chinese concept of He Chang, which involves bringing order and balance to society by aligning oneself with the natural world. Therefore, Tuho is not merely a children's game, but a miniature enactment of Confucian principles, embedding ethics and philosophy into a playful activity. Now let's shift our attention to a game that resonates with the Korean lunar calendar, Yutnori, or the Korean New Year's game. As the name suggests, this game is traditionally played during the Lunar New Year celebrations. It involves 2 teams trying to score points by throwing 4 sticks and interpreting the patterns they make. While the rules of Yutnori might appear simple, the game carries a deeper cultural significance. Each stick throw simulates a divination process, with the outcomes offering omens for the coming year, particularly for agricultural prosperity. For instance, a certain combination of throws might predict bountiful crops, while another might foretell challenges. This divinatory aspect of the game connects it to Korea's ancient animistic beliefs and shamanic practices. Korea's animistic traditions viewed nature as imbued with spirits, and yet Nori essentially communicates with these spirits seeking guidance for the year ahead. Moreover, the game's association with the new year signifies renewal and hope, much like the first plowing of the fields or the blooming of spring flowers. Thus, Yutnori encapsulates Korea's deep-rooted reverence for nature and its cyclical rhythms, making it more than just a game, but a ritual connecting the Korean people to their ancestral wisdom and the natural world. Next, let's explore a game that demands teamwork, strategy, and a good dose of physical prowess, Jegichagi, also known as shuttlecock kicking. Although the game bears similarities to modern soccer, its origins lie in the military training of Korean soldiers. At first glance, Jegichagi might appear similar to soccer, as players attempt to keep a shuttlecock made of paper and coins aloft using only their feet. However, its historical context reveals a deeper purpose. During the Goryeo dynasty, when Jegichagi was popularized, the military training for soldiers was intense. Jegichagi served as a way to train soldiers in agility, endurance, and strategic thinking without the use of weapons. This dual purpose makes Jegichagi a unique blend of sport and military exercise. Furthermore, the game's inclusion in important royal events like the coronation ceremonies of kings underscores its importance in Korean culture. Its presence during such significant occasions highlights the role of Jegichagi in expressing national identity and unity. To truly understand Jegichagi, one must see it as a microcosm of Korean society, where individual skills are honed for the greater good of the team and the nation. Finally, let's turn our attention to a game that embodies the spirit of competition, strength, and respect, Ssireum, or Korean wrestling. With roots deeply embedded in Korean folklore, Ssireum is more than just a physical contest. The word Ssireum literally translates to strong arm, giving a glimpse into the essence of this traditional sport. Much like other forms of wrestling, Ssireum involves 2 opponents who try to outmaneuver and overpower each other. However, the beauty of Ssireum lies in its emphasis on technique and strategy rather than sheer brute force. The objective is not just to pin one's opponent, but to do so with elegance and precision. This reflects the Confucian ideals of harmony and respect deeply ingrained in Korean culture. In traditional Korean society, Ssireum was a staple during important festivals like Dano and Chuseok. These were not just opportunities for friendly competition, but also served as a way to strengthen the bonds within the community. The ritualistic aspects of Ssireum added another layer of depth to the game. Before a match, wrestlers went through elaborate rituals to show respect to their opponents and to the gods. This practice not only fostered a sense of sportsmanship, but also highlighted the importance of tradition and ceremony in Korean culture. The impact of Ssireum is so significant that in 2018, UNESCO officially recognized it as an intangible cultural heritage. This recognition underscores the importance of preserving Ssireum not only as a sport, but as a living embodiment of Korean cultural values. Lastly, let's have a look at Neoltwiji, or the Korean seesaw. Unlike the previous games, Neoltwiji isn't directly linked to a specific historical period. Instead, it represents a continuous thread of joy and playfulness in Korean culture. At first glance, Neoltwiji appears as a simple seesaw game. Two children take turns going higher and lower, creating a rhythmic back and forth motion. This basic game holds a special place in the hearts of Koreans, providing a moment of pure fun and delight. But beyond the amusement, Neoltwiji offers a unique perspective on Korean society, especially its impact on gender roles and interactions. Traditionally, Korean culture placed significant restrictions on the movement of women. Men were often free to roam, while women were expected to stay within the confines of their homes. This meant that for many women, their interaction with the outside world was limited. In this context, Neoltwiji emerged as a rare opportunity for women to break free from these confines, even if only symbolically. The act of going higher and higher on the seesaw could be seen as a literal and metaphorical leap beyond the limitations imposed on them. It provided a momentary escape, a chance to experience freedom and express themselves openly. Furthermore, the game's popularity across social classes ensured that this liberating experience was shared by many. Neoltwiji wasn't just a children's game. It became a platform for women to challenge societal norms and experience a sense of liberation, albeit briefly. As we draw the curtains on this exploration of traditional Korean games, let's not forget the enduring legacy they hold. Each game, from the philosophical depths of Tuho to the societal commentary of Neoltwiji, tells a story of Korean culture, values, and traditions. These games are not merely remnants of the past, but living testimonies to the wisdom and resilience of Korean society. Their continued presence in modern Korean life ensures that these games continue to shape young minds, instilling in them the values that have stood the test of time. So the next time you see children engaged in these traditional games, know that they are not just playing. They are participating in a cultural heritage that has been passed down through generations, keeping the spirit of Korea alive. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the fascinating world of traditional Korean games. We hope you found this video informative and enjoyable. If you did, please don't forget to hit the like button and share it with your friends. Also, if you're interested in learning more about Korean culture, history, or language, check out our other videos and subscribe to stay updated on our latest content. Until next time, keep exploring, stay curious, and remember that every culture has a story to tell.